Hi, today I will reconstruct my 974 PR average. It's my first sub 10 and top 50 result, and I'll get started. This is the first scramble. I did blue yellow, and I did this first box solution, insert this, and then solve this pair. And the next thing was doing this edge, so I did u prime ry u prime ry du, and as I was inserting this edge, I also started solving this pair ry. कैसे करा था यार? So I inserted the second pair like this. Then I had these two to m prime insert, pretty normal first two blocks, and had this easy CMLL. And I decided to not do EOLR, because this actually flows really well, and it flowed really well like this, and I got a 902, so already a decent start for an average. So this is the second scramble. I did orange yellow, and right off the bat, it's not a great solution, but I did what I saw. So I saw I could pair these two with an M and insert it in the front, and then I had this edge, which it's in a very bad spot, and have this corner, but I solved them like this and inserted this in the back, and I made sure to do a U before inserting this in the back so that the edge is not in a terrible space. So I did this basically, and after that did R prime U R2. What? Yeah, I started with an R prime after this and solved this pair. And after solving this, I did these two. I could immediately cancel into this, so this was an R2, and decent first two blocks, and had sexy sledge, U2 sexy sledge, and I got EO skip. I got an EO skip. I actually don't remember getting an EO skip, but this is the only solution which I can remember, because I remember the CMLL was U2 sexy sledge, so this is the only plausible solution. So anyways, I just did LSE, very easy, and at this point I was very taken aback. I had a very good start, a 906 and an 866. So for the third solve, I got very conscious of my solve and turning, and it didn't turn out to be a good thing. Okay, so this third solve was a 1216, and it's the worst solve of the average, and it's very unfortunate, because this is basically the best blocks. This one are the best blocks basically. So I did blue yellow, and I started with an R white. I inserted oh my god, English. I inserted this corner like this, and so of course this pair was preserved, and I inserted that, and I was done with the first block. And I knew the DRH was in the back, so I did RY2 U prime, and this was a very smart separation of these pieces, so that these become a very good pair. And after these were a pair, immediately after inserting this one, and this one becomes a 3-move pair. So I basically did that, and this is such a good solution, but I got a 12.16 because I got conscious of my turning, and I started thinking about my solves actually, not this. I started turning consciously, so I started locking up. I locked up in these blocks a lot. I think I locked up in pickup also, and after that, this could have been still a low 11 or high 10 at least, but then I did a U prime U things like that, and a 3-second JPEG, maybe easily 1.5, and then I did EOLR like this, and the solve was finished. I was okay, good scramble, one terrible solve, it's okay, I can still kind of recover. And then I did the fourth solve. So I remember I could not see anything on the scramble until even when the judge said 12 seconds, so I had to compromise a lot, and I ended up doing green yellow. And the first move is f2, and when I picked up the cube I did this and something like this, and I had to undo, and I wasted like, I would say, at least 1.5 after pickup, and this solve is like a 11.5. So that's like very unfortunate, and mentally I was like, oh my god, what have I done? I'm like throwing this so hard. So basically after I fixed whatever bullshit I did with wide moves, I did this, and no, I didn't do that u2. I inserted this in the back, then I paired these two up with u prime m prime r wide f. And actually I don't remember my second block continuation. I'm just going by what is the most probable. It's like most like the thing which I most likely did. So I did u2 r y u, and I did these two, and I did this pair with a sledge, and then I had the CMLL and LSE. Wait, what? LSE like this. So after I looked down at the time, I was like, okay, this average is now over. What can I even do? Like, it will probably be like a 10 average at best, and I did not have the time or capacity, and I'm thankful I did not have the capacity to try calculate the BP or WPA. So now moving on to the last solve. So moving on to the last solve, the time was 8:02, which is like the best. It's my PR single and the best solve of the average, of course. And I did red yellow. And going into the solve, I was not expecting much. I just wanted to be over with the average. I had no nerves for the solve, so I started like this, inserted this, and I have this corner here and these two here, so I made a full line, and I did ry prime u. No, I think I did ry prime to preserve this too. Not sure if I saw that. Like ry2, and align this for a full line block. And the next, like, I don't know how the second mock solution was good after like seeing like these kind of pairs. Like, you can, normally I don't think I will be able to make anything. These seem very convoluted, but I was able to. So I did this r wide u, r wide u prime r, and that made both of these a decent pair. I don't know how I saw that, but I did. And I did these two, and then after that I did these two, and like the two gods blessed me, and I got a very easy L10p f double sexy u prime as all this, and I had this ufub technically, and I got a 4c skip. So the time was of course 8:02, and at that moment I was shocked, and I had no idea it was sub 10. And I was very pleasantly surprised that I got a 974 average, top 50, and like this is technically a national record fail. NR is like 9-1, I think 916, 914, something like that. And like, what a privilege it is to say I failed a national record, because I counted in 11.5, like 11.55. So thanks to Akash for doing these reconstructions, and let's hope I get an R soon. Bye.